Oh, there it goes. It finally went. Having a little bit of trouble with YouTube again. Let's see if what happens here. All right. What's up, guys? This is Team Heartlife Capt.Eric, and I'm still here at the shop working on leaders. Um, I needed the whiting rigs. Oh, actually, I didn't even check that. Do I need 18 of that one? KO hooks, 18. So I need 6 more of those. Just finished 12 of them. So I spent the afternoon tying up leaders, and I mean like literally tying leaders because that's the way we rigged up the whiting rig. And just to give you an idea, put this over here. I've already tied up a dozen of them. But yeah, that's blood knots all the way across. You can see them. So each leader has 3 blood knots, and I will be attaching my hooks and my snaps and my swivels. But instead of crimping them, I'm going to go ahead and just tie them on. So I am just going to do it that route. Come on. What's up, Ray, Hyman, Ethan, William, Slime Time, Bassin, Daniel Garcia, Night Hunter, Tommy. What's up, gents? How y'all doing? How was y'all's weekend? I actually went to a uh, distant casting competition. That was Rachel Caballero. I was checking in with her to see what's going on with the D-cell plant because they got approval for what was it the release of the sludge back into the bay, which is the most moronic thing because now I wonder if it's not just the uh, the brine, did they also authorize them to put that 3 million gallons of sludge back into the bay system as well? That is, uh, but there is one city council member on there that I saw on the news that was fighting, and I think it was Mr. Cantu. If I'm not mistaken, it might be Eric. Uh, and yeah, he was wanting them to do a. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. A far field model, which will, but they want to make sure that it's a third party, not paid for by the, um, or done by the Nichols and something. Basically, the two entities that are wishing or wanting this done as quickly as possible, so they can start um, getting the desal plant further into um, further down the road in production mode kind of deal. So that's a really good sign that somebody in the Corpus Christi City Council has a backbone that is fighting against these crooks by not letting them just have their own people say everything's okay and stuff like that. So um, that was a good thing that I saw, and I have it on my phone, but I don't know where it's at because uh, yeah, a lot of things been going on. A lot of things. So, Angel, what's up, boss? Dusty in the house as well. Um, Currently getting ready to test some hollow core braid tomorrow. What kind of braid are you going to be testing? I mean, I know the hollow core, but like the manufacturer, which is the manufacturer of braid, and what weight class are you trying out, and how are you going to be trying it out? Fishing or splicing? Not tying? What are you going to be doing, boss? And yes, today is Tuesday. Hello. What's up, boss? I have not brought up your paperwork or anything like that, but I have pulled it off to the side for you, so it ain't gonna go anywhere. I just been building leaders all day trying to get this order for Tackle Town out. And then I just went live on the channel right now too, so we're gonna have our fire drawing. Yep. No, I got you. So I got it for you. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah, no, the reel is there. I did not get to because I was actually here solo at the shop all day. So, oh yeah, no, I didn't get out here till late, and probably not going to get out here till late again tonight too. So we'll see. But if I can, I'm gonna try my best to get to it this afternoon or later on tonight. But if not, it'll be in the morning. Yes, sir. Bye bye. So that's for one of the left-handed SX Raptors. He was making sure that I didn't forget it. I was like, no, I already got it pulled. So I was supposed to call him back to give him a total on everything and stuff like that. It's just it's tough trying to get all these orders and uh, stay ahead of the game. You know what I mean? Because if I don't do this, then the orders won't get done and it won't be ready in the time that I'm trying to get them out by. I was actually supposed to hit the road to Houston. Yes, that's how far behind I am. I was supposed to leave to Houston yesterday. I didn't get to do that because I'm going to Fishing Tackle Unlimited to get our order over there. So, yeah, that's another one. Uh, He's worried about me, those reels for weeks. What are you talking about? The kids had a blast. I'm glad they had fun, Dusty. That was good to meet your family and stuff like that. Very blessed, brother. Very blessed. And again, too, Uh, I'm glad you like the rod because I'm telling you, so many people want it. I was like, I can't let it go. Like I can't do it. They weren't willing to wait. I was like, well, you're gonna have to, guys, because this one waited long enough. So again, I do appreciate your patience with that and stuff like that. We've got some more rods coming in this week. It should be late this week. Um, I saw one of them yesterday, and it looks really nice. So I'm excited, guys. Like I said, we're getting on it. We'll be getting some more rods, reels in. They're moving. They're moving, guys. It is. So, yeah. I've still got other left-handed reels there. Uh, Slime time. I've still got the black ones and the blue one. I got one more blue. Um, yeah, one more blue of the left-handed for that's up for sale. The, oh man, so I don't know if I should share it with you or not, but I think it might be a good idea. Hold on, real quick. Let me count this. I think I lost track of my count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yes, I need two more. 16, 18. No, four more. Uh, what's up, Hustle? How you doing, Oscar? Yeah. Oh, no worries. Uh, I need to check my emails too to figure out what's up. Uh, oh, some funds are coming through for tonight's fire drawing. There we go. I didn't get that stuff too. God, why do I keep yawning? Oh, man, I don't understand it. I get at least, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night kind of deal. It's not crazy, but yeah, it's up there. So I remember being younger and not getting as many. hours of sleep as that and still be able to turn the rug. But I guess more of it is, from sitting down almost all day. Uh, I say almost all day because I trimmed a whole bunch of weights this morning, and then I spooled a reel, pulled off some cable, which that didn't take too much. But I also put up all of our chips. Yes, I finally got that. Let me show y'all. So our snack aisle is in full effect right there. Buddy, so you can come in and get some snacks too. Besides our drink cooler too being filled up. Finally, like, it takes work, guys. Like, it really does. It's not that easy to just, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It's like, yep. So got a little bit of a snack aisle right there. And what I can go and do, where's my notepad? Mm-mm-mm. That. Yeah. Are your leaders you sell at your shop and a little cheaper than a leader sold at another shop? Yes, they are a little bit cheaper if you come. That's what we tell everybody. Pre-plan your trips and save some money. Like, yeah, we're definitely a little bit cheaper. It's not a crazy amount, but it does add up. When you start buying a whole bunch of liters and stuff like that, it's going to save you money in the long run, and that's why we're here. That we're also so far away from the water, we're not in direct competition with our sellers there and stuff like that. So, yeah. Um, Rods that we have Ring Shadows, FTU, Steadfast. We used to have Tackle Industry and Vexens, but they stopped making the solid one pieces. So we are actually going to be taking over that, and they will be called Team Hard Life rods. Here, hopefully, I'm working it. I'm looking towards the end of the year to have our full length 10-foot rods available in 4 to 5 different colors as well, and that's coming along as well. And we are. That's all I can tell you right now, guys. Just because there's so much that I want to get done, and we're getting it done. It's taking a lot of money to invest into that. I don't know why I keep going in so much. That's because I took a 5 hour energy, probably about 10, 15 minutes ago. Figured it would already done kicked in by now, and obviously it hasn't. And I'm looking for. Whatever this has. Yeah, that's got to find enough point on it. Today is 3/18/2025. Got our fire drawing going. Dusty's got 30. At 30, and then Daniel Garcia, he's at 30 as well. And make sure that's all for today. Yes. Yep. That's where we're at. So we're at $30 for today's fire drawing, and we'll go from there. I have not totally put it to where we can do, because I got a lot. I've got swivels, snaps, swivels, line bags, my phones, my snaps or sleeves. Got a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of things. Also, if you buy 10 or more, you get a bonus. What was that? Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back up. Yeah, my assets has gone out. What does it take to break it in and replace the part? Um, to break it in, man, it probably, the little spring probably just popped right off of it. So if you open it up and the spring's just hanging there, it might be that. Reconnect and you might be fine. Um, but yeah, it shouldn't be much at all. Like that's really an easy fix where you don't have to ship it in to have them do it. But if you do, and they deem it that it's part of theirs, then they return it for free. So it'll just cost you the money to send it over there. So thing it, time and patience and all of that will work in your benefit just to ship it that way. So let's see. Got he got heated with me over it. It was like your fault. Nope, it's my fault. Always put it on me, boss. It's my fault for sure. So, but yeah, no, we'll get him squared away and definitely, make sure he's happy at the end of the day because that's a lot of money to invest into gear, and it takes a little bit longer to than plan to get it in here and stuff like that. So I wish things were a lot smoother, but sometimes they're not. Then other times they work perfectly. It's just like I cannot foresee the future and stuff like that. But I will. I'll get him sorted, boss. I will. So, uh, it's like I'll use Uber in the house as well. Sonny, what's up, boss? How you doing? John Darnell from the walking. I've had to take a couple of Motrin because that was, and actually I ran a few times. I was just still pissed off that I did not get to see the amount of steps that I had logged that day. I forgot to log into my step counter because I got a new phone, and yeah, that sucked, man. I was really pretty pissed about that day. So, Juan, hey guys and gals, it's cool. I wanna plug a small guitar channel, Glen Boy Music. He's genuinely decent guy, got a decent singing voice. I just thought I'd try out and get some people his way. Roger that, Juan. That's fine. Um, good route, good guys, brand custom team hard life. We do offer that. And Ethan, actually, when you go through the rods here, you can pick up to 3 colors on your rod, and we can build it to you. And it doesn't cost anything extra. We already have the custom price, so you can guys go this way of colors. It doesn't matter, or this way. It doesn't matter. But the only time it goes up, because if you want like an aluminum reel seat um, and or if it goes down, if you're going from a casting rod to like a roller guided shark rod and stuff like that, we can definitely work it that way. Uh, it's a lot of money. Yes, it's a special order, and that lefty and that 80 T Rex is gonna be sweet. So yeah, he's definitely gonna piss off a lot of people when he gets that one. Yep. Let's see. Uber Hot Glass, your notification just came through, and he's also at $30, so that takes us up to 90. And then, oh, the reaction tackle and 50 pound in white. Okay, do me a favor, 900. The reaction tackle in white, does it have a coating on it? Because I know some of the other um, Tommy guns, sorry, um, the other companies that we have seen that have white hollow core braid still color it white, and it's white already. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have access to them to ask whoever's bright idea that was. Why do they coat white Spectra line? No idea. All right, so didn't have any, didn't have any color go onto my fingers. Okay, so even though the white color has not gotten onto your fingers, it never got onto any of mine, but you can tell because it flakes off the line as you're spooling through it, and you get a lot of white powder all over your gear and stuff like that. Spooling machine, your reels, however you're spooling it on there, you'll see a bunch of white powder on there. So But if it doesn't, well, then that's cool. That'd be one thing. I'm just curious to see if they did that. Like, who's the other one that does that? Diamond Hollow Core Braid does that. They have white Spectra line, and they still coat it white. Like, I don't understand it. Lower question. I'm looking for something big, light, bait, something between 8 to something that isn't like. Juan, what kind of fishing are you trying to do with that lure? That way, because I mean, you're talking. Um, I'm not huge on lures, so when you said glide bait, I don't know what that would mean. Um, gotta kind of break it down dummy style for me, boss. Yeah, no. Well, I mean that ain't any different than me losing my cameras. You know, they were uh, originally what was it, 259 when we originally got them, and man, I lost like two or three of them back to back. I was like, that hurt. But it just the cameras are great. They got great visibility and stuff like that. But if the water doesn't have great visibility, it doesn't help you to use those cameras. That's why I haven't been really using those cameras a lot. And then every time I want to, I always forget to bring them, and then it'll be the perfect day for them and stuff like that. So, uh, John says, I'm ready to go casting again. Kind of wishing I had done the 8 and bait, but I'm glad you won. And again, John, thank you very much for letting me use your reel and rod setup for that. Um, it definitely felt good to cast, a clean reel or a way cleaner reel compared to mine. But mine have definitely put in a lot of time. And as of tonight, guys, we're at $110 for tonight's fire drawing. Those are the 4 names that are currently in it. So it's $10 buy-in for in-store credit. Um, if I wanted a Gorilla X5 basket, I get it through you. I can get them in slime time, yes. But I'll be honest with you on that. I did learn that the Gorillax has its limitations. And what I mean by limitations is I learned this when I was at the Houston Boat Show. I was in uh, the Batson booth kind of deal. They have a big booth there, so they have the computer or the machine, the game, so you can sit there and fight fish. And I was like, well, I want to fight a tuna, like a bluefin tuna, a big one, like. And they said they had I think it was a 200 pounder or 500 pounder. It was like one of their top end, fishes. They have other ones and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, cool. So we put the Gorilla Locks on me, and I was like, man, I'm excited because this is a system that I wanted to try using. But here's the catch: when you start using that system, you have to pump and reel fast, like fast, fast. So by doing that, it only gives you a little bit. Like you only get as much as okay. So you're sitting there like this, and you squat to reel forward, squat to reel forward. Well, you only have a little bit, and then when you pull the rod forward to get a little bit more, like pull behind you, it would the clips would lock over, and then it wouldn't go forward, and it was locked in. So the fish starts pulling, and like it it didn't work out for what I needed to do, and that fish started kicking my butt. And I was like, okay, I need to unhook it. So I unhooked from it. I just used the base plate of it, but I unhooked it from there, and then I started showing that fish what I got, and it was a different story. Um, so if you're going to be tuna fishing with it, and you got to um, pump fast or anything like that, that I would not recommend a Gorillax. Now for long, deep strokes and stuff like that, where you're on shore and stuff, then I think it could work out, but I still would have to try it. So um, Yeah, I don't know if I like that because man, that's not. And then even thinking about it again too, because there's times when we fight big sharks and like you're trying to move a lot. You know what I mean? I guess I don't know. I'm still undecided on it. To tell you the truth, I would have to. The other one, the main one, would be is to use it for pulling in surf waves. Now John's got one, so I don't know how he likes it or what his thoughts on it um, for him because again, his height difference, his body build is different from mine. I'm a little bit taller, and so what I may be looking for may be different than what he may be looking for, and it may be perfect for him, but I don't know. Like for me, if it's going to be perfect, that's why I always tell y'all guys, like, I just say what I have done and stuff like that. But that's why I love the community because everybody, there's all shapes, all sizes, all heights, and knowledge and know-how, and everybody can share um, their own stories, with it without worry about, trolling. So, that's, I definitely want y'all to remember this, guys. Like, I'm just telling you what I kind of went through. So, you got to look at me as um, not the end authority. I'm nowhere near that. No, don't, no, no, don't put me that. I'm just saying I'm 6 foot tall, 250 pounds. Another person may be, 5 foot and be, 135 pounds soaking wet. It may work out perfect for them, but for me, it doesn't. So if you're gonna take my knowledge on like that kind of fighting system to that extreme, you gotta add in all the variables, guys. That is very important um, that you do that, so that way, if you are gonna make the choice and buy that type of gear, make sure it's gonna work for what you need it to do for you, because at the end of the day, you're the one gonna be fishing with it. You heard how many U's were in there? Uh, it takes, yes, that it does. Like I did like that it was stable and that it kind of kept it there. I did like the fact that it's a one-piece system, but at the same time, there was the other. You got to look at every angle on it if it's going to be uh, what you need it to do. So, I said that's why he runs more clips. Are you talking about like the quick links or so it's other ones? Snap, um, not quick links, but uh, so brain dead right now. Hmm. I've been undecided on something. Would you recommend spending the extra money to get an SX Raptor or get the regular SX for catfishing? Okay, 900. What size of fish are you targeting? That's going to be the real question. And also, are you doing a lot of catch and release? Or are you just going for kill? Are you going for the fight? Or are you going for like how many you can catch per trip? I need a little bit more information, bro. Carabiners, yes. Daniel nailed it. Carabiners, yes. So, yes, it has a three position gimbal. But that just still means that, all it's going to do is lower down the height at which the base of the rod will fit into the fighting plate, and that's for different heights of people and their arm lengths as well too. So it's not just to accommodate the uh, weight and height of somebody; it's also arm length as well, because that everybody's different, guys. So yeah, yeah. I don't think there's another harness on the market that can match that. Um, the stability on it, yes. When you're cranking and stuff like that, yes. But it did not, like I said, it did not give me the advantage over the fish when you have to fast pump. Like I mean, if you're a lot slower on the draw and stuff like that, then cool, it'll work. But when you have to pump fast, it did not help you. It did not help me. Or also too, we could blame my lack of exercise on my legs, because I mean I don't sit there and do 1,000 squats a day, so my thighs are not extremely strong for that style of fishing of sitting there pumping with my legs, pumping with my legs. Like, you see me fight big sharks to the beach in no time with regular harnesses, and I'm sitting there pumping. But this one, I think you would have to pump further, because again, you cannot pull, like, it has two stems that come out like this. So when it's here, you cannot rock it this way. You can only come to right there. Like, you have a little bit. So most of everything you have to do is with your legs. It is an extremely leg workout, and not every part of your leg. It's only the front muscle right here that uh, you're gonna be working out with that. So just a heads up, it is a serious front of your thigh workout, like straight squats kind of deal, but not squats where you're squatting with your calves. I mean squats with just your thigh muscle. That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I need two more. Put them over here so that way I remember the count. Let's see. Yes, yep, that's another one. Yeah, some rod blanks have a shorter distance from the gimbal to where the reel seat actually sits on certain rods. So yeah, it could accommodate that as well. Uh, you launch your reels. Okay, so Bobby H asks, "What's up, brother? I fish Outer Banks surf. Use Penn Fathom 2 and 8 Akios reels. You launch your reels. What do you recommend for distance? Are you talking about casting? Uh, and also, too, what size weight, bait, and all of that are you looking to play with? Are you using mono or are you using braid? Um, Because most of the long rods that I deal with, if you're straight talking about casting, are more than likely all the breakaway rods that they deal with. They also have the triple A's, the Italicanas. Um, there's also some of the rain shadow blanks that are long like that and stuff. So we need a little more input as like what you're trying to do. Because when you say launch, do you mean cast or kayak? Mm. And also too, I did pretty good on the 8 and bait this weekend. Um, I did all three casts were over 400 foot. The first cast was about 412. The second cast was the 425, and then the third cast was right about the 412 again. Um, but again, too, I was not using a rod and reel that I normally use. It was a borrowed rod and reel, and it did very, very well. So, um, yep, I need to put another Hard Life sticker on it, and it's the YouTube sticker is what I need to put on it. Um, let's see, ICAST, an Albagar 6500, 4 to 5 ounce, 150 yards, 10-foot rod. No, I did not. I saw it whiskey, and I got distracted on there. So 40 for whiskey on his in-store credit. Yep. So that takes it up to, so we've got 110, 130, 170. We're at $170 for tonight's fire drawing. And I'm making the whiting rigs with little bitty kale hooks. If I get it go sideways, these are size 2 kales. There it goes. So, yeah. You use 15-pound mono with 30-pound mono leader, your 6-ounce weights and bait, and this is what you're looking for. All right. Well, to be honest, Bobby H, that 30-pound mono top shot that you're using is still way too light. I don't know. Have you been watching any of our distance casting events? Um, I would move up to at least a 50-pound or a 60-pound shock leader on it. And actually, let me grab this reel over here. That way, I can give you a little bit of insight on it. Um, I'm not going to be able to do it perfectly because obviously the rod is in half. It's not extended out. Or actually, you know what? I can. Hold on. I got an idea. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to set this up real quick. All right. Oh, just dropped the grenade. Yeah, dropped my grenade. All right, so this is the breakaway rod that I use. It's a AAA. And this is the reel I was using. It's a Frankenstein reel. It's a Abu Garcia, but as you can tell, they put a flat plate on it and they put a mono mag to it. But that was part of the issues that I was having was the tape on the original tape that I had on there, the mono mag was actually coming out this way. And so what that meant was my startup time was a lot faster than what it was supposed to be. So a couple of those times that I got the cast going, as it was starting to go, the reel would spool up too fast, and it would backlash on me, and I would break off. So it wasn't until about the third time that I noticed something like I shouldn't be backlashing that much. Like once you kind of fine tune it, and I hear you, I hear y'all guys about not like competition distance casting. This is part of it. The mono top shot right here is 50 or 60-pound test line. I think I was putting 60, and the reason for it is because I was throwing a 6-ounce weight by itself for the competition. Now, here's the thing. Let me grab this real quick. When you put this top shot on here, we set it up to where the quick link is there to be able to pull and get your weight out of the dirt quickly, but it tends not to break off as much. For some reason, it breaks off if you don't have the quick link there. But when I set this rod up, so it goes up and down, the weight will normally come to where the reel is at or a little bit above it. You start maneuvering that depending if you're hitting the ground or you're dropping your right shoulder. But here's the key portion. Right here on the reel, when you have your mono top shot on there, they're wanting 5 to 8 wraps of the heavy line on there before it gets to the backing. See? And literally, the when the knot comes off right there, it's only about a yard of line. But you want those 5 to 8 wraps on the spool because that's what you need to hold on to as you're thumbing the spool to be able to do the cast. So if you have a longer top shot than that, it's going to, one, eat up your line capacity. Two, it's going to drown your cast. Like it's going to make it a little harder for you to cast further. But also, two, you want the heavier line because at the end of the day, you will be able to put more torque onto it to be able to cast it rather than not be able to cast it. So quick little lesson there, and just give you an idea too. Rick was in the shop earlier today giving me a hand. These are all the weights that I cut the wires at the bottom to make them straight. And he started going through and cleaning the bottom of the weights for me. He did both of those trays, still got that one. And then the ones under there, those are the 1/8 gauge. And we got 3/32 down there, 2 ounces down there. Still got bank weights right there. And the 3-ounce eggs over there. These trays over here were also the ones that he went through. These are 3/32 gauge and 3/32 gauge as well. So I got to put these on the scale too, get them marked up before they can go on there, because that is going to come over here. Oh, and I found out a new way. I discovered a new way to stock my bins. Yeah, I like this way better. It's a little trickier to set up, but the beauty of it is it's double stacked. So like I could stack in a whole nother layer on top, and I'm willing to bet if I had enough, I could probably go a third layer. I don't know. Don't know yet. I'll have to get enough weights to try it. So I'm going to do that with this one, restack that and get that in there, because normally it looks like that. So, but over here on the 3/32, as you can tell, a lot of the weights of which they poured are because we're empty. I mean, we got half of one there, but we're empty there, we're empty there, empty there. You know what I mean? So, a lot of weights, guys. Skeeter in the house. How you doing? Bobby. What's up, Bobby? Bobby. Yep. So, oh, and the Pompano leaders. He has been working like crazy filling those up. But our Jack Crevells have been selling out. Normally, normally it's fully packed. That's how many liters we've been selling. So it normally looks like this over there. So he'll be working on that. Also on the improved double drop drum liters, he's starting to fill that up. We're going down to 4 rows on that. And then our double drops. Yep. So I had to build a whole bunch of the no roll liters too. So. Oh man, what a day, what a day, what a day. Okay, so on the at the casting event, I threw 175 gram, which is a little over 6 ounces. I threw it 712 feet, which is what, 200 something yards? Let me see real quick. 712, yeah. So let me do this so that way y'all can see it. It's kind of hard to show y'all. So there's my name right there. And you come over and you can see the 175 gram. Pretty much it was just me and Lucky throwing that, but he was throwing his spinning reel. So we were teaching him how to cast with his right arm only. And you see I was at 712 foot. And then there's the 8 and bait right there, 425 feet. So now Big Dan right here was 742 feet with the 100 gram, and then 775 feet with the 125 gram. So that's 6,543 ounce right there. So, and then Dan, 763 feet, 775 feet with the 4 and a 5 ounce basically. So like I said, this year I'm looking for these. I'm looking for those big numbers is what I'm going to be chasing after them guys there. But I am looking to set up another reel, because the one I'm throwing, it'll cast the 175, but it's still, I think the backing line is too heavy for the 150. So I might have to get a couple of different reels to encompass those, just so to give me, every advantage, like they're taking every advantage on the size of the line and stuff like that too. So, yep. And if you ever want to check this out with the stats, This is the Shore Fishing and Casting Club on Facebook. So, yeah, they're the ones. Daniel Nassif is one of the guys that's on the American team that they're going to be competing in Worlds. So, we want to give them a helping hand as well. They're raising money, so when they get over there, they can pretty much concentrate on fishing or doing the casting and stuff like that. So, mm, yeah. But yeah, no, like I said I was going to break 700 foot this year. I broke it, and it wasn't just a lucky shot. Like I hit 700 foot, and then the next, like 2 or 3 casts later, I got a little further, but that was the furthest cast I got of the day. But I was in the 700 pretty consecutively. Those several times I was in the 600s. A couple of times I hit 500 because when I was coming around, I dropped my shoulder and the weight hit the floor and kicked off dirt. But I'm just glad I didn't get a break off. But I broke off the other 2 times when the monomag on there, uh, it messed me up. So, you know, let's see. How much are the leaders I am making? The leaders I am making are the whiting rigs, and if I'm not mistaken, they're like $6.99 or $5.99 for them. They're 40-pound main lines all the way through with 2/0 Kale hooks. I also make them up with 2/0 circle hooks, and then size 8 J hooks as well. You know, little bitty stuff. This is all for like catching whiting or bait fish, so that way when you're in the surf, you can catch bait fish if you can't get out there and throw a cast net. But also, too, guys have hooked bull reds on my leaders. Yeah. So they will hold. My leaders will hold. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, and speaking of a 6500, actually, I've got this one. This one's a 6500. Yeah, it's a 6500 C3. And this one has a mono mag on it. And just to give you an idea, I think the mono mag is messed up on this because see it slowed it way down. Let's see. It should be a lot longer than that on the spin time and stuff like that too. So I'm gonna have to. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So look, you can see right here that little piece right here is my indicator. See how it's spinning out? That's the farthest it'll be right there. Okay. So now. Now you can kind of see some of the spin time on it. And let's time that out. Let's see how long it'll go. It should be. They say as long as it's over a minute, you're golden. But I've got some spin times on the other reels that are anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes of spin time right there. So we're coming up on a minute now. In about a few seconds will be a minute of spin time right there. Um, who was it that built the mag for me? Uh, Actually, I think I bought this one as is from Mr. Abu from San Antonio. I think that's where I got this one from, and I already had the mono mag on there. So yeah, we're coming up on 2 minutes here in about 15 seconds. It was two. I think I paid 200 for it. I don't remember. Yeah, we're over 2 minutes right there. And I could feel something hitting in there and slowing it down big time. So I think what I need to do is take out the bearings and clean them out because they haven't been doing anything on it. Whiskey asks, what do I think of the accurate turn to TDX 600? Not much, boss. I play with them when I got to spool them, and that's about it. I wonder if it's going to make 3 minutes. I don't think it's going to make 3 minutes, but it's real close. Okay, it stopped right there. So it was about five seconds short of 3 minutes on the spin time on this one. So yeah, I think I need to clean the bearings out because I could feel a little bit of a knock on there, and that might be something in the bearing itself. Bet you I clean that out, we should be good to go. So okay, so I didn't buy just the mono mag by itself for 200. I bought the whole reel for 200. So it came mono magged and all of that for me already. So um, and then the other reel, I think I paid about the same for that one too. So it's already been a year or two that I've had these reels, so I don't remember exact pricing on it, stuff like that. So, will casting surface iron of 100 yards, jig weighing 3 ounces, every Avet I tried sucked. Okay, for that, um, I don't know. I would have to try it out myself, boss. I've never thrown uh, what you consider a surface iron. I don't know if that's like a gator spoon or something like that. Um, wonder. So those surface irons, are they solid pieces of lead or are they curved? Um, and are you talking off a boat? Or are you talking from shore, long rod, short rod? Um, yeah, I'm running. He says he's running stock synchro 65, no level wine. Um, Slime. So when you say you're doing the 150 yards, are you verifying that on shore, or are you just going off of your like mono top shot that you have, or your rated top shot on the reel? A spoon. It's like a spoon, just straight. Okay. All right. I got some gator spoons there. I'll get him just here in a second. Let me finish putting these hooks on there. But yeah, we are still doing the fire drawing tonight, guys. It is at almost $200. So JR1 for Sala 7 by lightweight. So next lightweight. No idea. And I'll be honest, guys, just because I own a shop does not mean I know all types of gear. I am learning. I'm learning a lot from you guys of what to look for and what to try out and stuff like that. Because the different styles of fishing, like I said, The first time I ever went tuna fishing was this year. Like, I've been invited for years, like years. I've been invited to go tuna fishing, and I've always wanted to go, just could never afford to go on my own dime. And I was finally able to make the breakaway and stuff like that to go do it. Um, and I definitely, I like it. I like it. It is cool. It is cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Got 18 in there. So that takes care of of my one part of my order. And I'll give you an idea. That way I can see it here in just a minute. About 3/4 of the way. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was going to do. So, what is my favorite mono to mono leader for surf casting? All right, so these are all the leaders and the weights that we are taking to Tackle Town right there. And there's the counts. See the pompanos, the redfish, the um, shark leaders, flounder rigs, no roll, Carolina rigs, whiting, double drops, single drops, and then my surf weights. So, hmm so for me, when I used to throw monofilaments and I was using mono leaders, I was I loved the suffix titanium and gold. After they stopped making the suffix titanium and gold, we went to Andy Monster for the bigger shark reels. It was the 100 or 130 pound test. Um, but if we didn't do that, then we would do the Suffix Superior for the 50 pound casting, is what we preferred over here. But again, that's here in Texas, in Corpus Christi. I don't know if y'all heard the stories of when I was in North Carolina. Up there, we used Trilene. What was it? Trilene Big Game, the clear blue. Uh, no, okay. So let me take this back. Let me backtrack some. When I was a kid, before I joined the Marine Corps, it was the clear blue is what we used in the suffix. Well, I left to the Marine Corps. I came back and I respooled all my gear with that suffix line. Went back up to North Carolina, and I couldn't get it to cast for nothing. Like everything I tried, I could not get my reel to not backlash unless I was thumbing the living piss out of it, and it sucked. So up there, I started using what they were using, and that was the um, um, Andy. It was an Andy line up there, and once I did that, man, I was I was launching it, and it was about to like it was crazy because uh, when I first went out there with 4/0 HLWs, they looked at me like I was crazy. There's no way you're gonna catch those reels out here. You're not gonna get this and that, and they doubted me the whole time. Well, it didn't take long for me to throw a few casts and for them to like leave me alone because they knew that I could actually do what I said I was gonna do. But I was also throwing 11-foot Roddy Hunters at that time that we had gotten from Walmart. But I did have to change my mono because it was not, man, it was crazy. It wouldn't work. It didn't work. And then I went to, when I got out of the Marine Corps, I moved back. And when I moved back, that trilene did not work down here. I couldn't get it to cast. And I don't know if it has to do with uh, the atmosphere or the elevation difference. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't work. So once I got back here, it was back to the suffix, but they stopped making the clear blue. So we went with the suffix titanium in the gold, and that 50-pound test line was like 40-pound mono diameter, but it would break off at like 60-pound test. It was amazing, amazing line. But some moron within their company decided that they didn't want to make it anymore, and so they didn't, and so we end up having to change from that to Suffix Superior because it was the next best thing that we could get our hands on. So we did that, and uh, yeah, that was it. Oh, the gold, yes. Uh, the what was it called? Was it Strand? No, it was a Suffix. It was Suffix Gold. It was the titanium line that they had. That's the one we would use. The Suffix Titanium in gold. Uh, and you're talking about the 320s, the Pen GT 320s? Found out that Catch Fever made a new style of Hellcat rod. Awesome. Well, the again, too, guys, like they're coming out with all these rods, and I actually had a talk with a customer today, and he was talking about, well, I want to do gar fishing, but I want to be able to cast. Like I have to reach distance. I was like, well, don't get those Hellcats or the Mad Cats or there's an all those rods are pretty much identical fishing rods. They don't, if you don't have to cast over 100 yards or you're fishing on a boat, those rods are phenomenal. But again, too, I truly don't feel they give me the backbone that I'm looking for into turning a big fish faster. Yeah, they take a lot of abuse. I mean, I see them beating them up with their tailgate and hitting them against trees and poles and all of that. But my main concern is like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be sitting there swinging my fishing rod at a pole or whatever. So I needed to be able to move a bait 100 yards. I need that because yes, a lot of times the fish are up close. Cool. But when they're not, I need to be able to reach out and get to them. As y'all have seen many, many times on my videos, I need that distance. I need to be able to have that. So uh, let's see when we can get together and we can do a video on barbecue. Hey, I am so for that for sure. Hold on real quick. Hello? Yeah. And how much are your payments going to be? Well, make sure that all can be done before I say yes. Like, I need to know this because if it ever fails that you don't go through with it, then they're going to come after me for it. Right? Well, again, find out that information before I say yes. Like, I need to know this because that's a huge thing to ask, man. Yep, and if you can do it through the app and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh. Mm. What I do with I do my little mini crimper. Yeah, under the seat. Okay. All right. So, uh, I want an old Abu 7000. Those were nice. The 7000s, the 9000s, the 10,000s. Back as a kid, man, I wanted some of those. Sharks will destroy 320. I've seen several from Kingfish where sharks got on and burnt them up. Well, I would have to be honest with you. I think the opposite. I think the kingfish are the ones that are destroying the reels. It just happened to be when the sharks finally got a hold of it that's when it crapped out. It wasn't that the kingfish that the shark did it. It was the kingfish did because sharks don't run nowhere near the speed that a kingfish will run, especially when it takes a bait and takes off. Sharks run; they're steady, they're constant, but they're not the speed and intensity that a kingfish will do. So I have to feel the opposite way. I'm willing to bet the kingfish had already put the hurting on the reels, and then finally, the shark was the the straw that broke the camel's back kind of deal. So let's see. Night Hunter says if I can order a Hellcat 10 foot, a Hellcat Revenge in 10 foot, I'll bring it to the shop to lend it to me for testing. I will. Yes, I will. I will go out there and test it, boss. But I'm not responsible if it breaks on cast or anything like that. Because I mean, obviously, I'm going to cast correctly, but that's. I did videos of them a few years ago on Caldwell where I was testing out the. Was it the was it the Hellcats? Yeah, it was the Hellcats, but they were in the 9 foot version, and I think they did a 10 foot version two piece. Um, but I don't think it was the Revenge, that new upgraded one. So that would be awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely game for that. So, and then yeah, for putting mono together like that. Yeah. All right, Flo. Yeah, doing all right. Live on my YouTube. So, all right. And what kind of payments? I mean, I need a little more info because I'm not saying yes until I know all that info. Like, what are his payments looking like for how long, and you know, stuff like that. Because he's definitely going to be making weekly payments and all of that. So, okay. Well, when I know the exact number, bro, like I'm sorry, I'm not going to say yes until I know this because, um, like I said, this is a lot to ask, and yeah, but you're still going to try to run my credit before that actually happens, right? Well, I've already ran my credit because I just got a truck from y'all. I got my Tundra there. So if y'all can look at it from there and know where I stand currently, because I don't need it to be run again and again and again. Like I've seen where it destroys credit when y'all run it too many times and stuff like that. Do you know Mike there at the shop? You know Mike? He's on the he's on the new side. I dealt with him and Cosmo when I just got my truck last week. Okay, so they did my credit score there. So y'all can check it out from there. I just I don't I still I'm very weary about this credit card. Credit running my credit and all of that. Too many times, and I hear you on that, but I still I've had too many bad run-ins where it hurts my credit score. Mm. Well, let's find out if we can do that first, because I am live on my channel, so I'm on my YouTube, so I'm not going to give out any pertinent information right now. Okay. He's not there right now. What about Mike? Mike's there, and yeah, he's one of the sales reps that's on the other side. Young kid. Yeah, yeah. Get with him. He's the one that made the sale for my Tundra. Okay, then call me back. Let me know, because if we can get through this tonight, then that'll make it a lot easier tomorrow for him to get to work and all of that too. Okay. All right. Bye bye. All right. So yeah, Jeff's trying to get a vehicle because he's been without one for so long, and he's asking me to be a co-signer. Just as y'all heard, I just got a truck, and now it's going to be on the men kind of deal. I just don't know like how it's going to affect me if I do co-sign for him. But also too, again, that's another payment. If he doesn't follow through and make it, that it's going to suck. So that's why I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. Because that they're like, well, we don't know until we do this and run that, and then I'm like, well, uh, it's tough. It is tough. So, and warfare. It's such a tongue twister, real right there. So, uh, right, that. And I mean, they should have a warranty. It's just I'm real weary about it, especially when I borrow someone's gear. But if they're copacetic on me testing it, that'd be a good way to at least learn what it can do before you actually start investing more into buying more of them and stuff like that. And we'll be able to share it with the channel and stuff too. So uh, if it was user, then it would be 50% of the replacement of the rod. Right to that. Um, Definitely ain't going to be high sticking it during the cast. God, these hooks are so little. I have to use my little crimper to get the mono to close toward the end on the tip right there to be able to knock that out and stuff. So Roger that, 900. I would appreciate if we could do that too, man. That because people ask me all the time, and I can't honestly give them an answer because I haven't contacted those companies to see if they'd be willing to, but they always the last ones that I did ask, well, did you see this? Did you see this? And I'm like, yeah, I see all of that, but I'm not going to go beat up a rod just to prove that it's better than that. That's not the real test for me. The real test for me is to put a bait on it and throw it and see if it's gonna go where I need it to go. So well, it's gonna cost you this. So, I'm sorry, guys. I don't have that kind of bank account to buy into these rods to find out if they're gonna make it into my tackle shop that way. So um, a Squall 30. Yeah, get it in there. Like literally, that way you can see, understand, like how tight that is. See, yeah, literally no room. That's what I'm fitting in there. So, uh, uh, Dusty with 20 on there. Let's see. Uh, the truck I got was a Toyota Tundra, the SR5 model or series. Hello. Okay, and then again too, like I need to know like what the finished outcome is going to be because obviously he's going to need insurances, he's going to need this and that. So the final you know number has to be less than 400, and because that's a safe number that he knows he can cover because he's still got to do his living expenses and all of that as well. And so basically, if I give him the go ahead, yes, y'all are going to check back with me before it is confirmed and he doesn't come back and oh it's $600 at the end of the month. Like, all right, all right, let's do it. You can go ahead and do it. But like he said, he's going to call me back before the final signature gets done to make sure it's all under what I'm okaying. Uh, I, n- y'all picked a horrible time. I'm live on my YouTube channel. Like, y'all, y'all think it's funny. It's not funny. Like, I'm live on my YouTube, and that means I have to step away to do this. That's why I was asking y'all to try to get it done without me having to do this. Text me exactly what y'all need, and then I'll step away. That way I can answer that real quick, and then I can get back to it. All right. Bye. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Hold on. Something. Dusty. Did I put your name in there? No, I have not. All right. Dusty for another 20 right there. Uh, you you would think that the company that stands behind the product would let you test it, especially to a tackle shop. Well, not just to a tackle shop. I mean, it's not just that. Like I told them about my YouTube and stuff like that, and they could have verified, what I do with it. You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, he gets the product and he disappears. I know another YouTuber that did that with our product. We hooked him up with several $100s worth of our gear, and I didn't hear one shout out. He caught fish on our gear, and I saw it in multiple videos, but I never saw where he specifically said, "Hey, this is the hard life gear." And so that kind of pissed me off because I'm not a huge shop. I don't have the money to sit there and just uh, throw gear at people for free left and right and not have it come back to me. And with the amount of subscribers that he had at the time, I was thinking, man, this would be a great way to expand. And I fished with him, and everything was great. They came to my shop and got him a lot of gear, like it. But again, too, I'm not a multi-million-dollar operation like all the other sponsors that he's gotten. And if he was going to be like that, he should have just said, you know what, it's not enough for me to do this kind of testing with your gear or whatever. Then cool. At least he's upfront about it. Don't just take my gear and not give me something in return. So yeah, yeah, no. Well, I'll be honest, Bobby. When I dealt with Cosmo and Mike for my vehicle, it was a lot easier to deal with them with everything that was going on compared to what these guys are doing. But again, too, you know, um, he's setting it up to where he's not having a down payment, or he doesn't have a down payment, and they're trying to keep his payment, under $400 and stuff like that per month. But it's just, if he doesn't follow through with it, then I'm on the hook for it, and that's scary because I don't have that kind of money, to sit there and say, well, I'll take it on or this and that. But if that were to happen, well, then I'm going to take that car away until everything is made good. You know what I mean? Because if I'm going to be paying for it, definitely, um, we're going to have to make sure that we're all on the same page. So. Um, Let me see real quick. Shoot, man. Whiskey just sent me pictures of surfing irons. Man, those shit. Wow, I'd throw the living piss out of them. um, Yeah, no, that's the biggest thing, guys, too. Like with reels, and even with customers coming in, like we have to tell them too. Like there's a lot of reels that we're not even going to take in for fixing unless I verify from the reel guy that he's already has parts for them, because a lot of them have on back order, and they have no idea when the back orders are going to be filled up. So yeah, it's pretty crazy with some of the reels. And uh, if y'all will give me just a second, guys, I'm trying to help Jeff, but I can't be putting this kind of information out on the web. Give me a second, guys. All right, let's see. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to step away for a minute to help him out. Wanting the free boat to test. Yeah, Dusty. No, that's people was talking to me about free wanting free bow to test. They talked to me about their followers. Most were hunters wanting free stuff, but when you got the honest guys, it was good for business. Yeah, no doubt on that. It like I said, there's several guys that I work with, and you know, uh, one of them I actually he all he asks for is hooks and terminal tackle and stuff like that, and but it's been difficult since COVID to get the style of hooks that we used to carry for him. You know what I mean? But now we don't carry him anymore, so it makes it kind of hard to to get him supplied the way we used to. But he used to send a lot of people our way, a lot of people, and shoot, when he would call, we would hook him up because he had a return. But when they don't return, man, it is hard to sit there and keep doing it when they fail, and or then they say, well, I just started. I'm like, well, I can't help you, like right now. I just can't afford to help somebody who's just starting, because then they may just quit. Like it's not what they want, or it's a little too hard. And when you're putting out a $300 or $400 worth of gear, like they've got to be vetted, they got to be seasoned, they got to have to where they know they're going to do it more than one season kind of deal and stuff. So Uh, I've even seen where I've helped out other bigger YouTubers too with gear and stuff like that, and I still haven't seen any return on it. So even if they have that, it still takes a chance where you still don't get nothing in return because uh, it's not there. Like they might not have the pull within the community to say, oh, I trust this guy and his gear. You know what I mean? They haven't earned it yet. So when you have a well vetted person that is able to do it and you're able to help them out, then yes, it can work to your benefit. And it's hard. And there's several other guys that are asking for me to sponsor them and this and that, and it's like I want to, I can't. Like I honestly I can't. So so oh man. Yeah, no, I read them. I read them, Slime. I read them. Smurfy, what's up? How you doing? Uh, now, Slime. See, a few weights here and there. That's okay. You know what I mean? But again, too, it's different than somebody coming in and asking, for several $100s worth of gear. Like, I hooked that individual up. It was like almost $400 worth of tackle because, like I said, I fished with them, and I saw the potential where it could lead to a lot because they would be able to test the gear they're normally used to our gear, and it's night and day, like it really is. Um, and I thought it was going to be on the up and up, and man, I would ask them, and then like it was not no communication kind of deal in the way that a sponsor should get. Like when my sponsors call me, I can tell them exactly which videos I've been mentioning them on, hooking them up with, and I can prove everything. You know what I mean? But and y'all do too. Y'all know how well I take care of my sponsors because again, without them, I wouldn't be able to get all these free gifts that I give to y'all and stuff like that. Because yes, we are monetized on the channel, but again, too, that's enough to pay for the trips and stuff like that for us to get out there when we're on our highs. But when we're on our lows, I still have to come out of pocket to make sure those trips happen. So yeah, I think of how. Been watching the. Uh, oh, okay. See, I don't know if Whiskey was kind of describing how they fish for yellowfin tuna up in Cali compared to the way they do it over here. But I'd like to get more information as to how different it is compared to the style of fishing that y'all are doing. And all right, so real quick, I'm going to check where we're at on the fire drawing for the night. I've been writing down the funds and names that I have been seeing, but trying to get this on here. Um, yeah, but again, too, we're starting somewhere, boss. And sometimes, like I said, yeah, these are tiny hooks. Yeah, they are tiny, guys. That's why it's taken me a little bit of time to work with these hooks, and then you got to put them in the right direction to get them on there. And then too, yeah, I think some of the holes are a little bit smaller than the others because some of them, man, they slip in easy, and then others I kind of struggle with them a little bit trying to get them in there and stuff like that. So see, like that one went right in, boom. See what I'm saying? And it's the exact same size hook as the other one is. You know what I mean? They're exactly the same size. and one slipped in and the other one didn't. So, yeah, that's why if when I lose these hooks on when I'm out there, I just have extra leaders. I won't sit there and actually read. Yeah, I don't have the patience while I'm out there fishing. It's all right. That leader's done. Toss it. Get on to the next one. You know what I mean? But again, too, depending on the style of fishing, 1 and 2 hooks work just fine because we've seen where there's times when you have multiple hooks like that and it doesn't work as well to get you the maximum amount of hits that you're looking for. And then there are other times if you don't have enough hooks, you don't get enough fish because it doesn't attract them. And that the primary one is like when you see the pinky rigs, there is times when like both laws work both ways. So there's 18 liters in this bag of those tiny hooks right there. And crap, I'm making the wrong liters. I'm supposed to be doing circle hooks. All right, okay, let me put the, yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, are non-offset circle hooks legal in Texas saltwater fishing? If it's a non-circle hook, then yeah, it's illegal. Illegal. You cannot use. It has to be a circle hook. Has to be circle hooks. Now, those are the circle hooks that I'm using now. So, and now you'll understand why I have my nails, so that way I can grip these little things. So when they're on the counter, I got to use the nail to be able to sit there and grip it to get it up. Otherwise, I can't get it up. So, yeah, little bitty hooks like that. So, yeah, yeah, he would, John. Yeah, he would. So I did talk to Jacob last night, and he was in a lot better spirits last night and stuff like that. So again, guys, keep them in our prayers. Daniel is still on the mend too. So is his wife, but they're gonna have a little bit of a deal to go through and stuff like that. And as soon as um, they're ready to share whatever's going on, then we will. But definitely keep them in our prayers for sure, so that way we can keep them around a long time. Uh, yeah, she's doing better, but still not out of the woods yet. Is all I know. Um, so we'll see what's up. Um, term, you gonna spool for me? Yellowfin 50 to 100 pound foamers tossing. So Whiskey Warrior is saying that turn 2 that I'm gonna spool for him is for yellowfin and bluefin tuna from 50 pound to 150 pound, tossing 6 X juniors and JR16 100 yards off the boat with 500 yards of max quattro, 50 to 60 pound mono top shot, 2 to 300 yard runs. Okay, so whiskey on that. On the mono top shot, how long of a top shot are you tossing, and what size of rod are you throwing? As Captain Circle Lock is no, only for sharks. That's only for sharks. Like I said, you saw me using the kale hooks, um, and right now I'm doing circles. So I got my first circle on there. Yeah, itty bitty one. Bet you I could put a dime. It's about a little bit bigger than a dime. If you're red fishing, king fishing, and all of that, alligator gar fishing, that all um, the hooks, the circle hook deal only applies to sharks, but also too if you're offshore fishing for snapper. That's another one. They have federal laws on that one too. If you got snapper in the boat and you don't have or if you have J hooks or something like that, you can get in trouble. Also too, with that one, they have another law that's implemented that you have to have a uh, one of those tools to deflate them. Forget what the actual name is, and I got one up here somewhere, or I got the paperwork. I want to get with that company because I like the way they have it set up for it. It's a like a jig, and you can actually keep it on you and stuff like that. So uh, I want to see how much 65-pound braid on his International 30. Um, International 30, 65, probably 1,000 yards. Probably venting tool. Yes, sir. That's it. Uh, let's see. All right. He's using a 9 foot, 30 to 60 top shot. Found out when I was spool it. Okay. Um, oh. So when you're saying that you prefer the accurates over the Avets on casting those weights, what is the problem we run into? Is it not getting the same distance or they backlash? Ooh, almost dropped my tray of like 200 circle hooks. Okay. Smurfy in the house. Well, see, I'm a left-handed writer. Like I write left-handed, but everything else I do right-handed. So I don't know. Do I still fit in that? Oh man. Well, that one was a lot easier than the kale hook. So, do you know if they're gonna get any? Okay, so I have to talk with them because I heard a rumor, and before I can even say anything, I need to talk with them and find out if the rumor is true. Um, because again, too, the answer was no. But now I'm hearing something else. And if that something else is true, well, then I'm going to jump on that. But again, too, the only way that we'll get them is with pre purchases. And again, guys, it's going to have to be multiples of reels, not just an individual pre purchase. So just a heads up on that. And that's the thing too. Like with the ADT Rexes, everybody was telling me that they're going to go for it, go for it, go for it. And right now, I've only got two that are prepaid with the ADT Rexes. So that's another thing. I know I want four for my collection only, but again, too, I had to take a step back because my truck went down and my wife's car is down. So you know, the order is still placed, the reels are still in play, but again, too I'd be able to buy more if we got more of the pre-sales going on, for it and stuff like that. There's a lot of time, man. It gets it gets so expensive trying to play all of this and go with it, and I mean, raising up prices just to make these deals happen. I don't want to do. I like keeping my prices cheaper um, than the other tackle shops because again, I'm far enough away that I'm not in direct competition with them, and my prices ain't so crazy low that they cannot make sales. Because if they couldn't make sales, they wouldn't be buying the gear from me. So that's very important. I got to make sure it's a fine line that I walk and I don't cross it. I do not cross it because I am not. Um, they're my customers too, and I'm going to treat them with the utmost respect and make sure that they're good to go. So again, too, if you're you come in, we got the bait bucket, we got Causeway Pier, and Causeway Pier is also known for hosting the Redford Ranch Foundation First Responders and Veterans Fishing Day at the first of every Friday of every month. Um, and I think next month, if I'm remembering the date correctly, they're going to have a windsurfing event, but I think Friday is already booked up. So they have a Saturday too. They have a Friday and Saturday, but Friday we're still going to be doing our fishing event. But Saturday, since we don't have the fishing event, I'll be going to the Saturday one. So if y'all want to come hang out, veterans, it'll be. Let me get the exact date so I could kind of share. Let's see. May the 2nd and the 3rd, which is March, April, May. So it's in 2 months. And May 2nd is the Friday. May 3rd is the Saturday. So if y'all want to mark that in y'all's books, veterans or first responders, the 2nd, I think I said, it's already filled up, but Saturday is still available. So be sure to go to Doug at redfordranch.org, I think is what it is. But on that video where I interviewed him, his email is on there multiple times. He also says it. So if you want to get into it and reserve your day over there, it's free. All you got to do is show up with you and one family member. They must be 13 or older, and y'all can learn how to windsurf. I've seen it, and I want to do it. So that should be pretty cool. Hi, man. Text me that, boss. Text me that order so that way, because um, when I see it on here, I can't go back to the video and look for it. Um, I don't understand why YouTube does that. Like when you're watching the video, it should play all the comments that are on there for everybody to see. I notice when I go back and try to look at the live videos, I don't see where any of the comments are made. I don't know if it's me or what, but I don't. It's weird because I see like other YouTubers where they have their videos and lives and stuff like that, and you can see all the comments going through. So, am I missing something? Yeah, yeah, that would be cool. Slime time to have a heavy duty rod like that donated right there. So, well, what we are looking for, and I'm doing it's going through again. My channel I was at 212,000 subs, and then it dropped down a little bit. I'm down to 211 now. I'm telling you, I go like this, and then I come down, and then I go like this again, and then I come down. And it's like the last time I lost 10,000 subs. That was crazy. That was crazy. But we're here. We're still over 200,000 now. So let's see. I grew up. Let's see. Oh, you got to do it on the computer, not on the phone. That's why. Okay. Well, I always try to look at it on the phone. That's why I really don't have time to sit there and look through the chats on this. Um, yeah, slime. It happens, boss. But again, too, you. If you're doing your videos, the brighter your videos are, that helps. How you title your videos, that helps as well. Um, they're starting to finally like acclimate between the video shorts and the long videos and live videos and stuff like that. So yeah. KTM, what's up, boss? How you doing? So, Slime, have you allowed the comments to be on your videos? That's another thing too. If you sometimes you don't have the comments on, and that's why they don't comment on there and stuff like that. I don't know. Getting a lot done at the house, KTM. Cool deal. Um, oh, that's right. Let me finish this later and remind me to show the fire drawing. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 entries. Um, 30, 110, 120, 130, 170, 210 is what quick little number rundown. We're at $210 for the fire drawing. So I'm going to go and start inputting those names into the wheel generator, guys. Uh, um, Danny Wade. You're talking about Danny Wade. He was with Pure Fishing, right? Didn't he pass away? Man, these circle hooks are a lot easier. They're not as tight as the kale hooks were. Um, and Slime wants his last 3 credits on here. So slime time. 30 credits. All right. Let me finish this later, and I'll start putting everybody's names into the wheel generator over here. Night Hunter, he's in there as well. All right, got that. Go and get the wheels set up over here. Get some music going too. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Get that there. It's volume here.
To the next time, to the next fish, guys. We out.
Uh, wheel generator. Got that. Let's see. What's up? Frank Garza in the house. Let me sort this real quick since we got quite a bit of names on here. 1, 2, 3. 2 extra there. 4. Circle hook right there. What I do? What I do? I hit something over here and it kicked me out of the screen. All right, there we go. Coming sometime to see everyone in Corpus and fish. Sounds good, boss. Um, all right, so I got the wheel up. All right. So it paused. All right, Dusty was one of the first ones. Three of those. Dusty, Daniel Garcia. And Uber. Paste. Tommy Guns. I'm going through the names here, guys. So S.P.I.D. No. Okay, so I'm gonna have to type those in. Where is it? Where is it? Keeps fading and coming back and stuff like that. So Tommy, CJH, got two on there. J Whiskey Warriors got four. Paste. Dusty with another two, so that'll be Dusty two. Paste there. Jaime got one right there.
Hi there. Sorry to interrupt. Interruptions can be quite annoying. Like a
And then we got John Darnell with one.
John Darnell. Wow. Afrin No Drip is here to provide ridiculously powerful nasal congestion relief fast for up to 12 hours.
Slime Time's got three.
With no drips all day. That's why we call it Afrin No Drip. Afrin, the wow is real. Use after direct.
All right, let's see. Still have let's see. I like that song a lot, but I got hit with copyrights on that, so I actually had to delete it off my other video. That's because um, Adam J gave me permission, but I guess it's the guy who has the song up on it or whatever. He's still trying to hit me, or still trying to collect from the monetization about it and stuff like that too. So yeah, which sucks because I don't know. And then Chris Schultz is in there. Got 2. Paste. Got it. All right, got that. Let me go ahead and get back over here to make sure I got everybody on here. Nope, I just put them in there, Tommy, but I'll show everybody here in just a second. But yes, I got you for 2. And there's Chris Schultz's 2. Oh, I don't even have him on my paperwork here. Hold on. Money. Got that. Let's see. Got Chris. No, I don't. Okay. Oh, I do. He's right there. Sorry. Got him already. So it's not the artist. It's not Adam J that is doing it. It's the promoter or whatever. I don't know if he's the one not authorizing it, but I did text Adam J to kind of try to clear this up and stuff. Night Hunter. No, I didn't, but I know you're in it. I just got to find your buy-in again. Give me a second. Going back up right now. $10. Night Hunter. 10. Got it. Let's see. Night Hunter. I know he's not. The other one. Let's see. Oh, got 1. Okay. Got you, Night Hunter. You are in there. Go to the landing or squid go. So I'm trying to read y'all's comments again. You would think that the artist, yeah. Slime, I think I'm going to win tonight. Looks like a great reel for you. Yo-yo fishing and casting the sink and retrieve at a 45-degree angle. Slime says, well, Uber, take my money. Let's see. That's another one. Go to live chat. After this, I'm broken. Les business picks up. Frank Garza, he's going to the casino. Well, good luck, Frank. I hope you smash it, bro. Get on it. Get on it. Get some. Roger that. All right, guys. So I'm going to go back to the wheel generator over here, and I'm going to delete all the other ones just so we can kind of get an idea of where we're actually at. And we're at $270, guys. $270 for tonight's fire drawing. But I got to go use the restroom real quick because I've been hydrating pretty well tonight. So give me a second. Let's see. going to go ahead and give it, dang, it restarted on me. So we'll give it 5 more minutes, guys. What did I do? What did I miss here? Hold on. 665. Long range iron. A bronze Parnell surf rod. Yes, sir. I have seen them. Well, in the 10-foot versions, I haven't seen any longer than that. But mine's a Harrington, not a Parnell. It has a Harrington sticker on it. So we got 5 more minutes, guys. Well, 4.5 now. So just picked up an 8.6. Nice. Henry for 20. Okay. Settles is 20. Go and add him in real quick. That puts us at $290 right there. Let's see. What's up, Hurtin? what did I miss? All I see is losers. Hold on, wait. We're gonna have a lovers bracket, only fire, a losers bracket one of these days. You know, Hurt. Actually, that's why I saved a lot of the tickets from the prior drawings and stuff like that. So that way, when I get in free tackle, free gear, free this, I do extra drawings that way. And or if we get kickers that are specifically for that, that's when I do that. And yes, trust me. Granted, I would have to fill out a ton of tickets for when we do the, like the flash fires through here or whatever, and which I could do, but there's going to be a lot of them that I don't have anymore because once they collected whatever they were collecting, then I got that paper out of there, so I didn't have a note on that and make it look like it's pending. I hold on to the paperwork until the winner gets all their gifts or or collect their prize money, and then I cancel out the paperwork that way and stuff like that. So let's see. Um, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, Hurting. That'd be real awesome. All right, guys, we got 1 more minute. 1 more minute for tonight's fire drawing, and obviously, same rules apply. People buy in by that time. We'll add in a few extra minutes per buy in and stuff like that. So, uh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's see. Roger that. Let's see. So John Duley just got a ticket donated. Donated. Let's see. Get that on there. And so John's in there. Got that. Let's see. Yeah. No, I can. I mean, I'll have to put the flash on the phone to be able to show that and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, time is up. Turn this around real quick. All right, so there's all the entries. We got John with 1, Henry Senior Settles with 2, Night Hunter, Chris Schultz with 2, Slime Time with 3, John Darnell with 1, Jaime Sanchez with 1, Dusty with 2, Whiskey with 4, CJ with 2, Tommy Guns with 2, Uber Hot Glass with 3, Daniel Garcia with 3, and Dusty Arrington with 3 for a total of $300 of in-store credit available. $300. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Let's see. Let's see. All right. So give me some thumbs up so we can start the drawing. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 names. So we're going to spin it 14 names. Yeah, I feel you there, hurting. That's why I'm trying to save up now to make prepayments with that and stuff like that. So, yep. I got 1 thumbs up. Come on. There's 30 of y'all on there. I should see a lot of thumbs up on there. Come on. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's go. Rock and roll it. There we go. There we go. All right. Night Hunter. All right, here we go. I'm going to shuffle it 14 times. Y'all ready for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Whoop, 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 whoop. Here we go, guys. Y'all ready for this? Hold on. Let me pause that. Go back to the wheel. Y'all ready? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look at me. Look at me. Daniel Garcia. Uh-huh. Daniel Garcia. For $300. Awesome. There you go. There you go. Awesome, awesome. All right. So, since he won that, and before I continue doing my leaders, so that way we make sure, walk y'all out to my truck real quick. Hold on. I need my keys. Oh, wow. All right. Let's see. Clean the lamps too. They look like pretty dirty. I don't have a sticker up yet, but I already have that one right there. So that is right. Built here, lives here. called Lunar Rock Color, I believe is what it was called. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully I can keep it this clean for a while. Mhm. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Passed on and help me get this, because there was no way that was ever going to happen. And no, I don't have a rack for it already. That's something that I definitely got to work on. It's been, like I said, my main concern was getting the truck. But yeah, I'll be looking for a rack next, and we can go from there. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back over here to building the leaders and stuff like that. Uh, got a lot more information coming later on. Let's see where we're at. Phone's got about 5 or 10 more minutes, so I can kick it with y'all for a little bit longer. Oh man! But again, congratulations, Daniel Garcia. I keep laughing because it was how close he was to winning the last time, and the other guy took it. So, it's funny. Let's see.
Hey, just expect him to get paid. This is the next level of the day. Come and have you a little taste.
Let me see. There we go. Got excited. Let's see. Wow. Dang it, whiskey. So when are you supposed to have that surgery there, whiskey? Yeah. That was pretty much the same here with me. Like I had gone so long without 4x4 on my truck and all of this, and so I really had to, upgrade to this because, with everything that I'm planning to do with the veterans and the Redford Ranch Foundation and stuff like that, I want to get a lot of these guys on something, huge. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of them are really loving the drum deal, but I know that season's also coming to end, and soon we're going to be on the jetties or on the other piers, targeting other styles and bigger fish and stuff like that. So, dang, Darnell. I don't know if he feels attacked or not because his name's not on there. Who else has won quite a bit of our drawings? Uh, shoot, Daniel Garcia has won big on our drawings. Ray has won them, and he's never paid in on any of the drawings. It's always been people buying him a ticket. So Whiskey's won. I mean, he's won quite a bit as well. Like a lot of people win. It's not just those five. Worst part was when they were pulling the warranty for the car, the repair shop that the warranty was going through didn't know who the warranty company was to begin with. What? What vehicle was that with there, Night Hunter? Oh, okay. So you're trying to get a little bit of fishing before you go in under the knife. I can only understand that. Yep. Let's see. Make sure. Hold on. Close that one. That one. There you go. That was with the 2019 Impala. Where did you get it from though? The dealership. Hey Slime, I might be joining you up on stage one day, bro. Just saying, shoot, I might just have to. Sputnik, excited for the X-Ray. I'm going to pair with my Tommy Farmer's rods. Oh, that's going to be sick, Sputnik, for sure. Yep. They got from Sabine Ford used lot. So did it ever get resolved, Night Hunter, or were you still kind of battling with that? Let's do this. Let me count. I need 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Just to give you an idea, that's what 12 looks like. I wonder how many is there. He said, fat guy in a little coat. Yep. Let's see. Yep. I never won any drawing, but I won just seeing you at the Tipsy. At the Tipsy? What's the Tipsy? You still have my box, I guess. Yeah, it should be actually behind me, not under my desk. I actually went through and cleaned this. Like I did a major cleaning in here. Like my whole counter was empty, and man, once we started getting all these orders, like I got stuff staged on my desk here, and I need to get it all undone. And yes, I need to get Jaime his gear out to him too. But I also hold back too because I never know when you're on the road or not on the road, and I'd like for it to go when you're there at the house so you can get it yourself. So, um, oh, okay. Well, that's good. To prevent backlash during the cast without adding a lot of braking. I need to see how you're casting, Dusty. Also, what size of weight. That could be another thing too. Are you casting into the wind or the wind to your back? What size of rod are you using? The line and test line and stuff like that. And you're gonna probably bought the gear for me more than likely, but I don't remember everybody's gear. You got to remember there's a lot of y'all that sold gear too. So, I want to say yes. I have 80-pound braid. I can check here in a minute, but let me get this leader off my. I don't like to walk away with a leader just exposed. I like to have it in a bag so I don't come back to an exposed hook. Yeah. Well, glad that worked out. You know. 8-ounce into the wind, 14 tube ballista on MXL MX Raptor with MC. Okay, so one of the things too, you got to remember if you're casting into the wind, a lot of the times you got to make sure your bait is also aerodynamic. That the way you got it hooked can determine whether you have an awesome cast or you have a horrible cast. Um, the bait on your gear will make a difference. Also, too, if it sits there and spins up, what type of leader are you using? Um, I kind of need to see all of that to be able to help you. Also, too, just because you're going up on the MC doesn't mean it's going to kill your cast. It can actually help it because if you're sitting there thumbing the spool trying to avoid a backlash, you're actually hurting it worse than just using the MC. The MC is probably it is the best way to go. Not probably is the best way to go. But hold on, that might be too short. Yeah, it is. It's slipping. Oop, oop, oop. I need. Okay. See, I can see the tagline there, and it's cinched down, but I want to make sure that it is going to hold, so I got to put a little more pressure on it. Yep, I felt it, so I had to test it. So I'll retie. So there you go, guys. If you ever see that when you pull it in, it's because you're not failed. But if you pull it in and it looks like it's shaved off, like it went real thin, then that wasn't from a knot tie. That was from a toothy critter hitting your line. So um, let's see. Bounce into the wind. Yeah. Got to get back to work. Let me know when you're going to swim. Roger that, whiskey. Um, double drop drum leader with half crab and mullet head. Yes. Yeah, that's gonna really slow you down, boss. Because when I throw my double drops, I normally don't throw a big bait like that. But if you want to throw a big bait, throw one bait at a time, not two. A half crab on a double drop is a pretty big bait, especially if you're throwing into the wind and trying to get distance. Um, I would throw it on a three-way Jack Crevel leader or a bull red leader, big black drum, a shark leader. All of those with single bait capabilities will get you a lot further than you will if you're trying to double bait on that too. So So I did hear something today about vehicles that have the automatic, not the automatic start, but where they turn off when they're at the light and then kick back on. That it is what's causing a lot of engine problems with a lot of the vehicles on the market. Who has heard that as well? We got a few more minutes before the video ends, guys. I just kind of wanted to pick y'all's brain on it and stuff like that about that. Roger that, whiskey. I got a text from you. Uh, yeah, I would definitely put, if you're trying to get further distance with a little bit bigger bait, throw one bait at a time rather than two. If you're throwing fish bites and say shrimp, then yeah, the double drops will fantastic. But we've also learned too, you don't want to throw a high cast when you're going into the wind. You want to more of get it lower into the wind with more speed, and so just a little heads up on that one. I've heard that from people that had the vehicle for a couple of years. Have seen many vehicles broke down with starter problems because of that. Well, I guess that's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to look at and pay attention to because I have, like I said, it's a 2025 Toyota Tundra SR5, and it does that because what they're obviously trying to do is trying to keep their emissions down and stuff like that, and miles per gallon they're trying to keep up and stuff like that. So, um, let's see. Some vehicles have that button where you can turn that feature off. Hmm. Sputnik, yeah. Um, what's tomorrow? Wednesday. Oh, I might be closed in the morning, but uh, try me after 2 o'clock. If you haven't heard from me by 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, give me a call, boss. Uh, I'm gonna get you sorted with that for sure as quickly as possible. Uh, it's with the circle around it, John Darnell. Oh, okay, okay. All right. Well, I'll check that out. So, John, you've had your vehicle for a while now. Uh, not a long while, not a huge long while, but a lot longer than me. Um, what do you feel about it, boss? Okay, yeah, I've seen that, and is that something I should seriously consider? Turning off. Especially if I'm within the city, so I don't keep doing that. But I guess turn it on if I'm in, big time traffic, kind of deal. Hmm. That is something definitely to look at. So, and you've been leaving it on though, right? The that it turns off when you're at a stoplight and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. I can definitely see that as well. The delay in power. Um, Come on. So while I've been sitting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means I got four more to finish off this set of leaders, and then I got to repeat the process to get the J hooks on there. Those are probably gonna be a pain in the butt too. I normally have a lot of trouble with those. Uh, so young Texas angler, how you doing? Uh, Next to running out of oil and coolant, can't buy for a while. Can't buy what for a while, boss? Uh, Never, but I never owned one of that feature inverter storage, shutting off, not turning back on. Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. I'm just wondering if I do that, will like it void a warranty or something like that? But it shouldn't if they're offering that uh, as something that you can do manually. Like it shouldn't void a warranty, right? That's a good thought. Where's more for cold starting because no oil coating. Yeah, I can see it shouldn't void a warranty. Roger that. I do have to say, it's my first new vehicle, so I have a lot of questions. Oh, okay. Gotta change my name. Let's get a picture of it. Oh, okay, Caleb. How's everything going, boss? Have you been able to do any fishing lately? How's school? John says my Dodge doesn't have auto stop. It's meant to run. Yeah. So I ran a Dodge one time, and they're like, "Dude, you hadn't changed the oil." And I honestly said, "No, I have not." And he goes, "Put your hand out," and he grabs a wrench and hits my hand with the wrench. He goes, "Bro, we pulled it, and there was no oil that came out of the engine. It had a little bit in the filter, but that was about it. That no oil came out." I was like, "So I guess that's bad, right?" That was a long time ago. Long time ago. I just, well, uh, what grade are you in now, Jaden? Or Caleb? Sorry, Caleb, not Jaden. I don't know why I thought of Jaden. So, my bad. Yeah, the cylinder shut off. So it is crazy when you have all these vehicles that got so smart and they're just such a pain in the butt to work with. Um, I'm definitely I'm going to put a prayer on my truck for protection and guidance. I just I'm praying that this is gonna help me get ahead and not pull me down. You know what I mean? Because you do hear those horror stories where vehicles just they do not want to cooperate. So 2 months till high school. Roger that. There you go. Awesome. So what high school are you gonna go to, boss? I'll get with you before you come down to Houston so I can get some leaders and some. Roger that, Uber. Uber, text me what you want because I'm trying to finish off this order and hopefully I can make it down this week. Like it's still up there. I'm trying to get up there as quickly as possible because I should have been up there 2 weeks ago, but vehicle problems and everything else wasn't helping. And I don't want them thinking that I'm unreliable, especially since this is the first order going to them and I still haven't even been able to produce it. So that's why it's detrimental to me getting out there and stuff like that. So. No battery. No battery. Yep. No battery. Okay, I heard you. Try to plug through the hood while cruising down the highway. I've heard of that too. That when they shoot spark plugs or the pistons go through the vehicles. Turbo, yes, yeah, Dusty. That's very true. All right, guys. So my phone's about to crash out, so I'm gonna finish up these leaders and stuff like that. Again, thank you everybody for chiming into the channel. Be sure to keep commenting and sharing the videos and stuff like that. Actually, share the link to the channel. That's gonna help me get more subscribers and more views and stuff like that. And obviously, like I said, the more money I can make through the channel, the more things I can do, and the more that I can pay it back. Because then we also get bigger, we get more sponsors, and we get more gear to give to y'all. So, like I said, this is an investment to y'all as well. So, y'all have a good night and stay blessed, everybody.